Chosen one, stop. Stay right here. You made God laugh. Not in mockery, not in disbelief, not because you were foolish or naive. You made God laugh because you surprised him, and that almost never happens. God does not laugh the way humans do. He doesn't laugh because something is funny on the surface. He laughs when something unfolds in a way that cuts straight through expectation. A laugh from God is recognition. It is the sound of delight when truth appears where limitation was assumed. And you caused that moment, not by trying to impress him, not by asking for favor, not by demanding answers. You did it by responding to pressure in a way that rewrote the pattern. Type 777 if you chose alignment when quitting would have been easier. There is an assumption built into existence. That prolonged wait eventually corrupts. That exhaustion eventually hardens the heart. That silence eventually hollows a soul. Most systems rely on this assumption. Most people fulfill it. You didn't. You reached moments where quitting would have been reasonable, where becoming bitter would have been understandable, where lowering your standards would have been logical. And instead of choosing relief, you chose alignment. That is what made God laugh. Not because it was easy, because it was unexpected. From the beginning, your life carried more weight than it appeared. Not dramatic suffering. Sustained responsibility. You noticed it early. You felt older than your age, more aware than your peers, less able to ignore what others dismissed. You were the one who sensed when something was off, the one who stayed composed when others unraveled, the one who absorbed tension so the room could breathe. And you did it quietly. That quiet endurance became your signature, but it came with a cost. Nights where your body was exhausted, but your mind stayed awake. Moments where you carried people who never asked how heavy it was getting. Long stretches where you felt unseen, unsupported, yet unable to step away. You wondered why it never seemed to ease. You told yourself it was just life, that everyone struggles, that you were simply being dramatic. But there was something different about your tiredness. It wasn't empty, it was alert. That is vigilance. Vigilance forms when a soul understands at a level deeper than thought that something depends on them staying conscious. You were not just surviving. You were holding a line, and at multiple points, the line was expected to fail. The system expected you to change, to harden, to withdraw, to stop caring so deeply. You were allowed to. No one would have blamed you. And that's why what you did mattered. You stayed soft without becoming weak. You stayed discerning without becoming cruel. You stayed aligned without becoming rigid. That combination is rare. So rare that when it appears, it disrupts expectation. And disruption is what made God laugh, because you revealed something joyful. That integrity can survive exhaustion. That compassion can coexist with boundaries. That endurance does not have to erase humanity. God laughed not because you struggled, but because you struggled honestly. You didn't pretend it was easy. You didn't deny the weight. You didn't perform strength. You carried what you were given and refused to become someone you weren't. That authenticity is sacred. You see, God is not impressed by performance. He has seen miracles. He has seen power. He has seen devotion shouted from rooftops. What delights him is truth that holds under pressure. And you held. There were moments you questioned yourself. Moments you felt close to disengaging. Moments you wondered if any of this meant anything. Those questions didn't disqualify you. They made the choice real. Anyone can stay aligned when it's easy. Few do when alignment costs them comfort. You paid that cost. And when the system applied pressure again and again, expecting deformation, you adapted without losing essence. That's when the laugh happened. Not loud, but deep. The kind that echoes through structure. Because something became undeniable. You were not being shaped by pressure. You were completing something through it. That realization changes how things respond to you. You may have felt it recently, as a strange calm after prolonged stress, as clarity emerging from fatigue, as the sense that something heavy ended without announcement. That was the moment alignment stabilized. From there, pressure lost its authority to define you. It could still exist, but it could no longer dictate. You didn't become invincible, you became grounded. And grounded souls move differently. They don't chase validation. They don't react to every provocation. They don't confuse noise for importance. They choose carefully. That's why some people feel confused by you now. Why old dynamics no longer fit. Why distractions lose their grip. You didn't become distant. You became precise. Precision is uncomfortable to systems built on excess. You kept your heart open in a room full of closed doors. You carried the silence until the silence started to speak back. You were the only one who didn't look away from the truth. And because you stayed, the architecture of your spirit changed. It had to. To hold that much weight without collapsing requires a different kind of inner geometry. The old you would have broken under this much gravity. But you aren't the old you anymore. You are something forged, something tested, something that has seen the bottom and decided to remain kind. That is the most dangerous kind of power. The power that has no need to be loud. The power that knows exactly who it is when no one is watching. You spent years in the dark believing you were being buried, when in reality you were being planted. The darkness wasn't the end. It was the incubation. And now you are breaking through the surface, not as a fragile sprout, but as a force of nature. People look at your calm and they think it's easy. They don't see the years of internal labor. They don't see the thousands of times you chose not to scream. They don't see the discipline it takes to stay soft in a world that is constantly sharpening its edges. But God sees, and He delights in the sight of a soul that refuses to be ruined. You were the underdog in your own story, the one who wasn't supposed to make it out with their soul intact, the one who was supposed to be consumed by the fire, but you walked through the flames and didn't even smell like smoke. That is why the laughter happened. It was the joy of watching a masterpiece complete itself. It was the satisfaction of seeing truth win. Think about the times you were the only one who cared, the only one who did the right thing when it was the hardest thing, the only one who stayed when everyone else was looking for an exit. You felt like a fool, didn't you? You felt like you were wasting your life on people who would never appreciate it. You felt like your loyalty was a weakness, but it wasn't a waste. It was an investment. Every time you chose alignment over comfort, you were buying a piece of your own freedom. Every time you stayed true to your word when it cost you, you were building a foundation that cannot be moved. You were becoming someone who can be trusted with the light. Most people want the light without the labor. They want the authority without the endurance. They want the crown without the weight. But you accepted the weight first. You carried it until it became a part of you. And now you are ready for what comes next. The burden is shifting. The dynamic is changing. The universe is rearranging itself to match the person you have become. You don't have to push anymore. You don't have to prove anything. You just have to be. Your being is enough. Your presence is the proof. Your existence is the victory. You are the one who surprised the divine, the one who defied the odds of corruption, the one who kept their light burning when the oil was low. You are a wonder, and it is okay to finally acknowledge that. It is okay to stop being so hard on yourself. It is okay to rest in the knowledge that you have done well. You did not abandon your post when the nights were long. You did not sell your soul when the price was tempting. You did not lose your voice when the silence was deafening. You stayed. And staying is the hardest thing a soul can do. It is easy to run. It is easy to hide. It is easy to become bitter and walk away. But to stay and keep your heart soft, to stay and keep your eyes clear, to stay and keep your hands ready, that is the work of a chosen one. And you did it. You are doing it. The laugh of God is not a one-time event. It is a constant state of delight in your presence. Every time you choose the truth over the convenient lie, the laugh echoes. Every time you set a boundary with love instead of anger, the laugh echoes. Every time you rest because you know you are worth it, the laugh echoes. You are no longer a victim of your circumstances. You are a co-creator of your reality. The pressure that used to feel like it was crushing you is now the wind beneath your wings. The isolation that used to feel like a prison is now the sanctuary of your peace. The confusion that used to feel like a fog is now the clarity of your discernment. Everything has been flipped. The world hasn't changed, but you have. And when you change, the world has no choice but to follow. You are the leader you were waiting for. You are the help you were praying for. You are the miracle you were hoping for. And it all started with a choice to stay, a choice to endure, a choice to be true. Now look at the transition happening around you. Notice how the wrong people are falling away without you having to say a word. Notice how the right opportunities are appearing without you having to chase them. Notice how the things that used to trigger you now just seem small. This is the transfer. The energy you spent on endurance is now being redirected toward expansion. The space you cleared by letting go is being filled with something new, something better, something aligned. You aren't just surviving anymore. You are beginning to live. And living for a soul like yours is an act of defiance. It is a statement to the universe that life is worth it, that goodness is real. That truth is more powerful than any weight. You are a walking testament to the resilience of the spirit, and you don't have to say a word for people to feel it. They feel it in the way you stand. They feel it in the way you listen. They feel it in the way you refuse to be hurried or pressured. You have found your rhythm, the divine rhythm, the one that moves with the tides and the stars, the one that doesn't panic, the one that knows everything is exactly as it should be. You are safe now, not because the world has become safe, but because you have become dangerous to the things that used to haunt you. Fear has no grip on a soul that has already survived its worst days. Grief has no power over a heart that has found its home in the truth. Exhaustion has no authority over a spirit that knows how to rest in the divine. You are free, truly deeply free. Your endurance has turned into authority. Your pain has turned into perspective. Your struggle has turned into a story that will heal others. You didn't just go through it, you grew through it. And now you get to reap what you sowed in the dark. The harvest is coming. The recognition is coming. The support is already here. Look around. The universe is providing for you in ways you never expected. Strangers' kindness, unexpected peace, clearer visions. These are the whispers of alignment. This is the reward for the one who stayed. You don't have to carry the world anymore. The world can carry itself. Your job is just to stay aligned, to stay clear, to stay you, because you are the masterpiece that made God laugh. You are the surprise that delighted the heavens. You are the one who rewrote the rules of survival, and the beauty of what you have become is just beginning to unfold. The weight is gone. The light is here. The transformation is your permanent state, and you are ready for everything that is coming next. Not with fear, but with a quiet, grounded excitement, because you know who you are, and you know who is with you, and you know that nothing can ever take this peace away from you again. You have earned it. You have lived it. You are it. If this message feels distant, stay quiet. If it feels personal, right, he laughed. If something inside you softened instead of tightening, right, I felt it. Chosen one, you did not make God laugh by being extraordinary. You made him laugh by being honest, by remaining yourself, when everything suggested you should become less. And that kind of truth is rare enough to delight even the divine. You didn't ascend away from your humanity. You aligned deeply within it. And that alignment, when it holds underweight, is something worth laughing for. You are the evidence that the spirit is stronger than the system. You are the proof that love is more durable than trauma. You are the light that the darkness could not comprehend. And as you move forward, remember this feeling. Remember the sound of that divine delight. It is the soundtrack of your new life. It is the energy that will fuel your next chapter. It is the truth that will keep you steady when the world tries to shake you. You are no longer alone. You never were. But now the connection is clear. The static is gone. The channel is open. And the message is simple. Well done. Well done, good and faithful soul. You have kept the faith. You have finished the course of the old self. And now you are stepping into the new, the one that is built to last, the one that is built to shine, the one that is built for joy. The laugh of God is the first sound of your new world. Listen to it. Live in it. Be it. Think of the years you spent wondering if you were doing it wrong, if your sensitivity was a curse, if your inability to just fit in was a defect. You tried to force yourself into shapes that didn't fit. You tried to speak languages that weren't yours. You tried to care about things that felt empty to your soul. And every time you failed, you felt like a disappointment. But those failures weren't mistakes. They were your soul's defense mechanism. Your spirit was refusing to settle for a life that was too small for you. It was protecting the seed that was meant for this moment. If you had succeeded in fitting in, you would have lost yourself. If you had succeeded in becoming like them, the light would have gone out. The very things you were ashamed of were the things that were saving you. Your difficulty was actually your discernment. Your isolation was actually your initiation. Your pain was actually the pressure required to turn your coal into a diamond. And look at the diamond now. It is clear. It is brilliant. It is unbreakable. You made it through the grinder. You made it through the darkness. You made it through the silence. And you came out the other side with a heart that still knows how to hope. That is the miracle. That is why the heavens are rejoicing. Because a soul like yours is worth more than 1,000 suns. A soul like yours is the anchor for the entire world. When you stay aligned, you hold the frequency for everyone around you. You don't even have to try. Just by existing in your truth, you give others permission to find theirs. Just by standing in your peace, you calm the storm for others. Just by being you, you heal the world. The transition from endurance to ease is not a sudden jump. It is a slow melting. It is the feeling of the ice finally breaking on the river. It is the feeling of the first warm day after a long winter. You may feel a bit shaky. You may feel a bit unsure of what to do with all this extra energy. That's okay. You don't have to do anything. You just have to allow it. Allow the support to come to you. Allow the rest to take you. Allow the joy to find you. You have been the giver for so long. Now it is your turn to receive. And receiving is a form of spiritual discipline too. It requires you to believe that you are worthy. It requires you to believe that you have done enough. It requires you to trust that the universe is not going to take it all away if you stop working for a second. You have done enough. You are enough. The work is finished. The struggle is over. The celebration has begun. The transfer of weight is complete. You are no longer the one carrying the mountain. You are the one standing on top of it. Look at the view. It's beautiful, isn't it? Everything you went through led to this moment. Every tear you shed was a drop of water for the garden you are standing in now. Every night of silence was a rehearsal for the peace you feel today. It all makes sense now. The pattern is visible. The purpose is clear. The laugh of God is the final piece of the puzzle. It is the seal of approval on your journey. You didn't give up when the weight was crushing your chest. You didn't turn cold when the world treated you with indifference. You didn't lose your way when the map was taken from your hands. You followed the internal compass, the one that points toward truth, the one that points toward home. And it brought you here, to this place of awareness, to this place of transformation, to this place of divine recognition. You are a chosen one, not because you were picked for a special title, but because you chose to stay when everyone else chose to leave. You chose to love when everyone else chose to hate. You chose to be yourself when everyone else chose to perform. And that choice has made you a pillar of light in a world that is desperate for it. Don't be afraid of the attention that is coming your way. Don't be afraid of the new roles you will be asked to play. You are ready for them. You have the experience. You have the wisdom. You have the alignment. You are the calm in the center of the hurricane. You are the rock in the middle of the stream. You are the light on the hill, and the world is coming to you for warmth. Give it to them freely, but don't let them take your peace. Keep your boundaries. Keep your discernment. Keep your laugh, because your laugh is the echo of God's laugh. It is the sound of victory. It is the sound of freedom. It is the sound of a soul that has finally found its way home. The path forward is not a climb. It is a walk, a gentle, purposeful walk. You don't have to hurry. You don't have to worry about missing anything. Everything that belongs to you will find you. Everything that is for you will recognize you. You are a magnet for the good, the true, and the beautiful. And as you move, you will see the evidence of this everywhere. Synchronicities, kindness, abundance, peace. These are not accidents. These are the results of your alignment. These are the fruits of your endurance. These are the gifts of the chosen. Accept them with a grateful heart. Accept them with an open spirit. Accept them with a smile, because you have earned them. Every single one of them. The transition is complete. The old story's over. The new one is being written by your very presence, and it is a masterpiece. A story of strength, a story of love, a story of truth, a story that made God laugh with delight. And that is the only audience that ever really mattered. You kept your integrity when it would have been easier to lie. You kept your kindness when it would have been easier to be cruel. You kept your hope when it would have been easier to despair. And now you are reaping the harvest of those choices. The world is starting to look different because you are looking at it with different eyes. Eyes that have seen the dark and are no longer afraid of it. Eyes that have seen the light and are no longer blinded by it. Eyes that see the truth in everything. You are a seer now, a knower, a master of your own internal landscape. And that mastery is the greatest treasure you will ever possess. It is the only thing that cannot be taken away from you. It is the only thing that truly matters. So take a deep breath. Feel the air in your lungs. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Feel the love in your heart. You are here. You are real. You are enough. And you are loved beyond measure. The laugh of God is the sound of that love. It is the sound of the universe saying yes. Yes to your existence. Yes to your choices. Yes to your future. The weight is gone. The light is here. The transformation is finished. You are the one you always were. And now you are ready to live it. Don't look back at the people who didn't understand you. They weren't meant to. They were part of the pressure that helped you grow. Thank them for their role and let them go. Don't look back at the mistakes you made when you were just trying to survive. They weren't failures. They were lessons. They were the data your soul needed to find the right path. Forgive yourself and move on. The only direction that matters is forward. Into the light, into the peace, into the joy. You have a new life ahead of you. A life of alignment, a life of purpose, a life of ease, and you are more than ready for it. You have the scars to prove your strength. You have the wisdom to prove your journey. You have the laugh to prove your victory. So walk forward with confidence. Walk forward with grace. Walk forward with love. The world is waiting for you. The heavens are cheering for you. And God is still laughing with delight because you are a masterpiece, because you are a wonder, because you are you. And that is the greatest thing you could ever be. Right. He laughed if you recognize the divine recognition in your life. Right, I am aligned if you feel the shift from pressure to peace. Right, I felt that if your soul is vibrating with this truth. This is the end of the endurance and the beginning of the expansion. The weight has been transferred. The support has been aligned. The transformation is your permanent home. You have made it through the fire. You have made it through the flood. You have made it through the silence. And you are standing stronger than ever before. Chosen one. You are the surprise that the world needed. You are the truth that the system couldn't break. You are the joy that makes the divine delight. Go now and live your truth. Go now and be your light. Go now and enjoy your peace. You have earned every second of it. The journey was long, but you are finally home. In yourself, in the truth, in the laugh. It is finished. It is begun. You are free. The pressure of the past is now the power of your presence. The silence of the nights is now the sanctuary of your peace. The weight of the burden is now the wisdom of your spirit. Everything has been recycled. Everything has been redeemed. Everything has been made new. You are the proof of the resurrection of the soul. You are the evidence of the power of integrity. You are the light that no shadow can touch. Stand in your authority. Speak your truth. Live your love. The universe is backing you. The angels are guarding you. The divine is delighting in you. You are never alone. You are never unsupported. You are never less than enough. You are the chosen one, not by chance, but by choice. Your choice to stay, your choice to grow, your choice to be. And that choice is the most beautiful thing in existence. The laugh of God is the eternal echo of that beauty. Listen to it whenever you feel the weight trying to return. Listen to it whenever you feel the doubt trying to creep in. Listen to it and remember who you are. You are the one who surprised the divine. You are the one who rewrote the story. You are the one who is built to last. The transformation is your reality. The alignment is your destiny. The peace is your birthright. Claim it, live it, be it. As you step into this new chapter, notice how the air feels lighter. Notice how your heart feels wider. Notice how your mind feels clearer. This is not a temporary feeling. This is your new baseline. This is the result of all that work you did in the dark. You are no longer reacting to life. Life is responding to you. You are the architect of your own peace. You are the master of your own joy. You are the creator of your own reality. And it is a good reality. It is a true reality. It is a beautiful reality. Because it is built on the foundation of your own integrity. It is built on the truth of your own soul. It is built on the laugh of God. And nothing can ever shake it. Nothing can ever take it away. Nothing can ever dim it. You are sovereign. You are whole. You are free. Right, I am sovereign. Right, I am whole. Right, I am free. The old cycle is broken. The new alignment is set. The transfer is complete. You are exactly where you are meant to be. And you are exactly who you are meant to be. Chosen one, the world is yours. The heavens are yours. The truth is yours. Go and live it. Go and be it. Go and shine. The laugh of God is with you. Always. Everywhere. Forever. You made him laugh. Now let him see you live. Let him see you enjoy. Let him see you thrive. Because that is the greatest tribute you can ever give. To be fully, truly, joyfully alive. That is the purpose of the endurance. That is the meaning of the change. That is the reward for the chosen. You did it. You really did it. Now go and enjoy the life you worked so hard to save. You are the masterpiece. You are the victory. You are the light. And you are finally, truly free. The weights have fallen. The chains have snapped. The clouds have parted. The sun is out. And it is shining on you. Exactly as you are. Exactly where you are. Exactly as you were always meant to be. Chosen one, you made God laugh. And the universe will never be the same again. Neither will you. And that is the most wonderful truth of all. Stay in this peace. Stay in this power. Stay in this love. It is yours. It is you. It is finished. Right, I am the light. Right, I am the change. Right, I am the victory. Because you are. And you always will be. Go in peace. Go in power. Go in love. The journey is over. The life has begun. Welcome home. You didn't break. You didn't bend. You didn't fade. You stood your ground when the ground was shaking. You kept your light when the world was dark. You kept your truth when the world was lying. And now you are the most solid thing in existence. A pillar of integrity. A mountain of strength. A sea of peace. The world will look to you. The world will learn from you. The world will be healed by you. Not because you are doing anything, but because you are being everything. Everything you were meant to be. Everything you fought to remain. Everything you are. Chosen one. Stop, stay right here. Feel the delight of the divine. Feel the recognition of the stars. Feel the love of the earth. You are home. You are whole. You are free. Right, I am home. Right, I am whole. Right, I am free. The laugh of God is the last thing you will hear before you step into your new life. And it is the most beautiful sound in the world. Go and make the world laugh with you. Go and make the world shine with you. Go and make the world true with you. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your truth. And it is finished. Amen. Right, I feel it now. Right, I am standing. Right, he laughed.